It doesn't matter what the world. It doesn't matter who you
Alo.
is matter.
Hadi tuambeni mabuta mabona. Tanyina. Ulisaka na ufanye wacha. Kulotiro mkwenda. Wamon.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Mmeweza mwaba fondation mule muta. Ah. Nini mabuta huyu? Musomera ngumishimaya.
It doesn't matter.
Ah. C'est ça, moi il me quoi. Ah, tu devrais me couper ça. Tu vas essayer d'arrêter. Tu montes dans le blé. Madame, nous sommes là, nous sommes
So, I chose. Come on, Libby. All right. Let's see. All right. Come on, brother. See the best one.
Is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role.
That is Sluter!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
sticky situation. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
We expected better, and so did he. Steaming finish! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Come on.
That was good pressure, just hounded him off it. RZ leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Mbappe. Real chance here. He has found the way through. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's there to get it away. Well, it's Batistuta. De Paul. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Paul. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neatly clipped into space. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Raul, can he get it through?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Batistuta. And he plays one through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 1 minute added time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the referee has blown for
Good job.
half-time.
Good.
So a
That
steady,
was a good
solid
goal.
and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. RZ just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
RZ looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
He won't be happy with that one. It's played through for him. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Good, man.
and
Good.
He knows it.
He's playing good, this guy.
Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
The attendance for this
An hour
match
into the
was
second half.
80,953.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Camavinga. And it's McAllister. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Raul. Oh, he's been drawn on it here. And he's quick to get rid.
Come on.
This is Batistuta. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's found the... He's having a pop! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
The keeper spared a few blushes here. Going to this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
I have to say something.
Coming on the field, number 41. Right. Number 16. Fernandez. Substitution.
Okay. Counter for game. Come on. Good.
Neymar with the short one. Bruno Mendes. Oh, he's having a go! That's a real chance missed.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance.
I think
Just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that.
well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Ball has bounced loose now. He's in plenty of space here. And that is not getting there. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
AZ clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fernandez. And it's Neymar.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's being urged to shoot. And he's heaved it away and smartly reclaimed. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier, especially when the opponent struggled to get back into it. They could have shown greater potency.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Maybe se akuza kana nzira zokende. Umeni makasi. Umeni makasi yenga anga ye. Yeah. Azab tu guru. Bawa yo. Bat balik sana bawa utang. Bawa yo balik sana bawa utang. Wah, itu tak guru. Dan gula pun putih. Ai.
Embora o que essa volta, tudo uma machine dele. Quando e vou lá de a machine dele assim. Olha, não, tá mexendo já, não há você sécurité.
O tinha aqui não foi mensagem.
Você sécurité, não há pas. Não há você sécurité ou bem tudo.
Ya, ojo.
Não é bem tudo por por.
Eu vou dizer que você não bastante.
Pensa desse verdade. Vamos achar essa carinha já.
O tinha ainda como isso.
Mas só não como ele não
Ah.
eu vou não poder isso não. Deve.
Yeah.
Mas qu'est-ce qu'il faut? Shampoo, il y a un prix par là, Agora o cara diz, aqui está uma vida mesmo, security one, pode ser um segundo, mas I don't think it's cima mais alto. O sumba mugues ban ti bombo, tinha security one, muita matando, que não mora no ar, foi uma maneira das matas. Ah, eu estou muito forte, cara, isso não é uma barra, eu tive que tirar uma. Ah, não marcha aqui, não dá para ir aqui.
Profundo, amor. Vamos.
Ontem ele marcou um pouco, sabe o que? Olha, a baba avança, a equipe da avança, o ia, não é nada mais dele. E vai, não viu isso aqui, ele tem que ir, né? No dia do ano, bakala mapa zone só bem ele canto carro para lá. Mona uia a do como se no ano de para. Indio bela metra, como não se não coisa mapa. Mamãe espera já do ano caminho com a mapa com aquela mapa. O que nem não tem forma do coisa muito. Ah, indio bateria de não só muito. Sungguh mengalami ini. Jangan lupa kita musuh telefon. Umur ini ada
Ya. Mas lembra, só um grão comigo. Ah, não, mas l'originalité
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick. Excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence. So I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him. It's like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. And he's in on goal. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Caicedo clears without hesitation. It's Mendes. And now they can spring out of defence. Should changes him with that pass. Pass is just off target. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there. Oh, he made it look a bit predictable. And it's hit the woodwork and out. That was very necessary. It's a loose ball! Goal! Marseille! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there. Marseille are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. RZ are behind here despite their domination of possession. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo shapes the shoot! And he should have made them pay.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Marseille certainly look sharp there. They're
Nothing
very
with me there, it's not the
smart
bad.
counter-attacking.
The distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Good ball, good take. Nicely intercepted. Threads one in. Howson.
RZ certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Jordan Henderson, spread to the right. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dani Olmo. Can he get it through? It's quick to react.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just a moment. It's been compelling stuff. RZ training by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Stay seated during the match.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Away we go again.
RZ really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Alvarez. Looks like he's been taken out there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Looking for a run-up.
That was good alertness.
De Paul is sporting a guilty look after that. RZ still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can win their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't you? What? What's up? Let me do some push-up. All right. Wait. Let me do some push-ups. All right. Ready? I'm ready now, buddy. Oh, I'm ready, buddy. You're right. Come on.
Well, what a scene we have here. The stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice.
Come on.
So that's got things underway. Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role. What type of player? Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour delivering crosses. He's found a way through. That was good pressure, just hounded him off it. Batistuta couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it. Great chance! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that is out of play. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Paul. Raul. He's picked his way through. Dribbling in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Romero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a searching pass. He's got away. And that could well leave a mark.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's put pay to the danger. Alvarez. AZ have got it back and they'll have another go. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to pass it through. They're urging him to strike it finish. That has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. He has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's Alvarez. And it's Olmo. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Alvarez! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay. Really clever.
That restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Mendes for De Paul. Can they get him away?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a sharp little ball. Real chance! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Listen. It's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
AZ really intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Probing pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Decent chance! And that's a tiny finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're fully in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Howson.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. McAllister.
The attendance for this match was 96,026.
Looking to play him in. Belletti. Raul carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Somewhat off target. And it's Batistuta. He's on it. Can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And this is... Can he finish? That was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Messi. And this is Pele. Alvarez receives it in a good position here. That is ended up in no man's land. Deftly away. Neymar. That has not gone well. That's a cute ball. Belletti. Raul. That pass isn't the best. Howson. That is Rodrigo de Paul. Now it's Alvarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for him.
He's found some space. Messi. Raul. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's shifting through the gears here.
There will
Goes
be
for goal!
time.
And he can clear it away. And we're done. In the end, there's no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.
Donc la responsabilité maintenant, c'est ça, c'est son fonction. Marseille n'est pas des gens simples comme nous. Ce sont des fonctions plus que professions. S'ils ne se marient pas, en étant d'abord mariés, ils sont des pauvres. Alors sur une plateforme, mais il faut l'apprendre que Marcella s'est marié, qu'il apprend que Marcella a fait des ans. Qu'est-ce que vous souhaitez?
Bon, j'ai pas compris qui s'est marié. Maintenant, n'oublie pas que Marcelo c'est un père. Parce qu'il n'a pas de job. Carrément, la vie, c'est un peu balayé. Mais il y a des bons. Non, en attendant. Bah, maman, bah, lui, on ne pas dans la vie. Avant qu'il n'y ait pas dans le de mais quand maman blanche était là. Ouais. Ça va candidat.
Oswald naye.
Pourquoi toi tu es
Il n'a même pas une pitié de ses enfants quand il a dit mais quand maman blanche était là, maman blanche patati, patata, a confié, même pas beaucoup de temps, moi c'est ce maman blanche c'est tiki, non, bimé là,
Mais mon temps coup fit, mon temps coup fait bon.
Quand on a des exemples de Italie dans le bouquet, là je vous visite aussi, non? Quand on a mon âge,
Atibi bano akufu bon ni la isekeye mutu agumaki eloko te eza ouais. Bon, on ne condamne jamais quelqu'un qui n'a jamais. Ouais. Ouais, on ne condamne jamais, tu ne sais pas.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game. It might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're on the way. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute, 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or
Counts! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Rashford. And it's been given away. Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
Oh, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Counts! Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Marseille with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Sylvestre plays it short. In by Lampard. Mendes clears without hesitation. It's Conte. He's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't kick out that killer ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get it through? Rashford! That has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Sylvestre moves short. Now this could be a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rashford really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Sylvestre with the short one. Mendes deals with that comfortably. AZ have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Batistuta. Alvarez. Great chance! Goal! AZ! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Number 18, Alvarez. AZ have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Howson is there to clear. Well, they could break here. That looks a cracking ball.
sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way. There's the shot! A good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Nearly 3 minutes out of time. Vicious ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. Conte. Threads one in. Two. Good fly. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 13.
And that is all they have time for. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
So there was the first half. Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going too on the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
AZ can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now he's got space here. Knocks it into space. And he's quick to get rid. Corner number 4 coming in. They've played it short. Here comes the cross. And he can thump it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable man. And he shoots! And a neat finish! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Now the manager, I think. It's all happening.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
He has 2. Quite a game this. All square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Conte. Lampard. Perfectly measured that. Rashford. It's a delicate pass. That has been knocked clear. Nelson makes the interception. Valverde is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a simple one for the keeper. Tries to pass it through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Counts. And he was alert to it. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Shapes to shoot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment? A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lifted.
The manager here is absolutely fuming. He has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. They've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done until it's completely done.
He's ended up in no man's land. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Silvesh. Relief at last, the final whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Alvarez claiming the man of the match award. There is very little room for argument.
Mourir pour moi. Je vais mourir avec toi.
Après le quota.
Fais mourir avec Onde munganga ya banganga banga Yesu we
Pelé Lukaku. No,
Yende munganga ya baba. Nganga munene. You are here. Yeah. Promise keeper. La inedame. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper. You are here.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The excitement already palpable. Stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in voice.
Yes.
And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Waymaker. Waymaker. Goes. Yeah. It's ready.
So we're up and running.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
He does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
The closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Okay, we just down the song. Oh,
Tries one from range.
Not a bad try by any means. Xavi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
professional.
Looking to play him in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He steps in the defence. It's Fuller! Xavi. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
You are here, everywhere. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving everywhere. I worship you. I worship you.
You are it.
You are
You
here,
are
moving everywhere.
moving everywhere.
I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving everywhere. I worship you. I worship you. Oh, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, moving everywhere. I worship you.
Just be able to say.
I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light darkness, my God, that is